Gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. Thank you so much. My name is Nick. This is RX Sense. So, I'm willing to bet a lot of money that if I told you guys the fragrance world is absolutely saturated with a lot of different fragrances from the major designer brands, you would probably agree with me. When I say major designer brands, I'm talking about like Ralph Lauren, Ferragamo, Prada, Chanel, Dior. I mean, the list goes on, and each house has so many different fragrances. It's almost like it's cumbersome and it could be confusing to which one to pick. So what I'm going to do today, guys, I'm going to make a video or show you my recommendation of each fragrance designer and their best, brand or best fragrance in their house. And I put a lot of thought into this because I wanted something that's going to be versatile. I wanted something that's going to be mass appealing, mass pleasing. You're able to wear it any time of season with any way you dress, whether it be formal or casual. And also it had to be still in continued production, meaning it's not discontinued, and you're able to purchase it at any department store or, any discounter. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so let's get the hardest ones out of the way first. House of Chanel. Man, I'm telling you guys, this was probably one of the hardest decisions I've had to make this video, because I only had to pick one, right? One from each designer. And it was in between Bleu de Chanel and Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. And it's just one after the other. One was better, then the other one was better. It was like 1A, 1B, 1A, 1B. I mean, it's so hard, but I had to pick one. And what is that one? It's going to be Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. And I even had Bleu de Chanel right here, guys. I was like this close to actually picking this over this, but then again, I thought about length of time and how many more compliments I received. And in the long run, this has been out way longer than Bleu de Chanel. And honestly, I've received so many more compliments on Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme versus Bleu de Chanel. So that is why I recommend Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. You have notes like mandarin, mint, bottom notes, tonka bean, cypress, musk. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful scent that's going to get you a lot of compliments. And it's beast mode. It's going to last a long time on your skin. It's one of those classics that's just going to be there for the rest of time, to be frank. And it's blind buy worthy, and I highly, highly recommend Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme, especially for the video when I only had to pick one. Man, it was such a hard decision. I would get this. Seriously, this is a great fragrance. Okay, another tough one. House of Dior. Man, this was tough. I mean, they have so many great fragrances. It took me a while to really think and come up with a list of pros and cons. And oh man, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate on this, but my pick is going to be Dior Sauvage. And one of the main reasons why I picked Dior Sauvage over Dior Homme Intense is because of that lipstick leather opening that a lot of people probably, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but some people will probably not tolerate. Was fragrance heads that love the different, complex smells of fragrances. I myself love the Dior Homme Intense, but I feel like Sauvage is going to be a better versatile fragrance. Go with any outfit. Pretty much you can wear it any time this season. I love how they have different flankers. You have the EDT. This right here is the EDP. They also have an elixir model, which is total beast mode. That's going to give you projection, longevity. I mean, Sauvage itself, if you get the EDP especially, you're still going to get great projection, longevity. It's going to last on your skin. It's going to get you so many different compliments. Once again, it's versatile, mass pleasing, mass appealing. A lot of women love the smell of Sauvage. It's just such a great, great fragrance from Dior. And I know it has a lot of hate because it's so popular, but at the same time, the popularity outweighs everything else, in my opinion. Sauvage has so many great notes in it. It has bergamot, it has pepper, lavender, also has ambroxan. I mean, it's such a great versatile fragrance that just, man, makes you smell like a successful man, mysterious in a way, clean cut. I mean, like I said, the women love Sauvage. I mean, even as I speak right now, it's still one of the top best sellings. If you go to Macy's and you ask the cosmetic ladies or fragrance ladies, they'll tell you Sauvage is up there. So yeah, blind buy worthy. I totally recommend you get Dior Sauvage. Giorgio Armani, another great designer that has so many great fragrances that are classics. You have Acqua di Gio. You have all the flankers like Profumo, Profondo, What else? Absolute. I mean, there's so many different ones. And you also have Armani Code and a new Armani Code parfum that just came out. That's an absolutely banger too. I mean, it's a great designer with a great lineup of fragrances. But like I said, we only can pick one. And I had to go back to a classic. So obviously, guys, you know I'm going to pick Acqua di Gio. This right here is the EDP model. This right here is probably the best-selling men's fragrance in the history of men's fragrances, and it's still best-selling. I mean, this has been out for many, many years. Acqua di Gio, but not the EDP. I think this came out in 2021 or 2022. I can't remember, but the EDT, their OG original, has been out for a long time. Who can deny Acqua di Gio with all the notes that take place when you spray this on your skin? You have mandarin, you have sea notes, you have mineral notes, you have vetiver, you have a little bit of musk. I mean, this thing is a classic, versatile scent that projects well, that has great longevity on your skin. It's dollar for dollar. It's still up there. I mean, you're getting so much bang for your buck. And yes, it is blind buy worthy. So yes, I do recommend this. Okay, Prada. Prada is another great Italian designer that has a lot of different fragrances in its lineup. A lot of them are really good. I mean, pick your poison. You can pick Luna Rosa Carbon. You can pick Luna Rosa Ocean. You can also pick Prada L'Homme, Prada L'Homme Low. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, there's so many great different fragrances, but we only had to pick one. So I put a lot of thought in this, and I might actually make a lot of people mad. But the one I do recommend that you buy from Prada is Prada L'Homme Low. And reason why I picked this over Prada L'Homme OG is because I feel like this is a better, softer version. I think Prada L'Homme is a little bit too sharp for my taste. And if you're looking for something that's not offensive, that's not going to choke anyone out, that smells like a gentleman, that's very office safe, and can be worn any time of season with any way you dress, then Prada L'Homme Low is the way to go. You have great notes like neroli, ginger, lavender, sandalwood, and this makes this fragrance high quality. It smells so good. And even though it's an EDT, honestly, it lasts on my skin probably a good 7.5 hours, depending on how many sprays I put on. It's such a great compliment magnet. It's going to be mass appealing, mass pleasing. It is safe, in my honest opinion, for a blind buy purchase. This is such a great fragrance that I feel like if you're looking to the House of Prada and you only have money for one of them, this right here is the way to go. Okay, Yves Saint Laurent. I know I'm going to make a lot of people mad when I show you what I pick, but today I pick Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme, and a lot of you guys are going to say, wait a minute, what about La Nuit de L'Homme? How come you didn't pick that? Because a lot of YouTubers and everyone else in the fragrance community seem to love La Nuit de L'Homme, and rightfully so. It's a great fragrance. It smells great. However, for me, on my skin, it just doesn't smell right. I think the OG L'Homme is better. To me, it smells more professional. It smells clean. A lot of my friends actually wear L'Homme, and they make it their signature scent. It's just a great, great fragrance that's going to get you a lot of compliments. It's safe. It's versatile. You can wear this with any outfit. Projection, longevity is really good on the L'Homme OG. I get personally probably around 6.5 to 7 hours of longevity, depending on how many sprays I put on. And projection, you're probably looking about anywhere from 2 to 3 feet. It's such a great, great buy. I honestly think L'Homme is blind buy worthy. La Nuit de L'Homme, I don't think is blind buy worthy. I think you have to go try it on, make sure it fits your profile, your skin. L'Homme has so many great notes that make it smell good. For example, you have lemon, you got ginger, you got bergamot, you have basil, vetiver, cedar. I mean, it's a very complex signature scent, but it works well, and it's something that I highly recommend. And once again, I think it is very safe blind worthy. Okay, Ralph Lauren, another hard one with so many great fragrances that they have in their lineup. For example, you have Polo Green, you got Polo Blue, Polo Red, Polo Black. You have the new Ralph Lauren Club. The list goes on. The purple label, that's an OG. I think that's been discontinued. I love that one. But so this was a little bit hard, but I went back to my roots. It was honestly in between Polo Green or Polo Blue, but I ended up picking Polo Blue because I've been wearing this fragrance for a long, long time. probably as long as Polo Green. No, I take it back. Polo Green I've been wearing longer because it's been out longer. To me, Polo Blue is such a great fragrance that's so versatile. They can wear pretty much any season. You can wear it with any outfit. It's fresh. It smells great. It's a classic. A lot of guys I already know is going to say, wait, Polo Blue is boring. It's been out long. There's other better flankers out there. Why'd you pick Polo Blue? But for me personally, I've received so many compliments with Polo Blue. It's office safe. A lot of women love it because it's safe. It's a fresh scent with a lot of great notes. Okay, House of Versace, another hard designer that has so many great fragrances. You have Eros, you have Dylan Blue, just to name a couple that are really popular. Everyone knows. So I had to pick one, and it's going to be Versace Dylan Blue. And this is the one to go to if you're only going to buy one Versace, because it's such a great versatile fragrance. As you can see, it's a blue fragrance. It just goes with anything. It goes with any season. And it gets me a lot of compliments. Longevity projection is pretty decent for me. I get anywhere from 6.5 to 7 hours of longevity projection. You can get probably around 4 to 5 feet of projection. I mean, people will catch a whiff of you walking by if you have Dylan Blue on. Versace Dylan Blue has a lot of great notes that makes it one of the best selling blue fragrances out in the market, in my opinion. For example, you have grapefruit, you have fig leaf, you have water notes, patchouli, musk, saffron. The list goes on and on. I mean, it works conjunction together beautifully. I guarantee if you buy Versace Dylan Blue, you will not be disappointed. Once again, blind buy worthy. It smells so good, man. I love Versace Dylan Blue, and I highly recommend it. Dolce Gabbana, another great designer with so many great fragrances. This was tough, just like all the prior ones. All of these were tough, but I had to keep versatility in mind because I had to pick something. Or think of you guys, if you're standing there in the department store, you're looking at Dolce Gabbana, which one are you going to pick that's going to be best for you, that's going to be mass appealing, mass pleasing, all that good stuff. So which one did I pick? Okay, I picked Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense, and this is the perfume model. And the reason why I picked this is, once again, I feel like light blue is a classic that's been in the Dolce & Gabbana line for a long time, longer than the One, and the One is such a great scent too. But I was looking for versatility, and when it comes to blue fragrances, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue is one of those brands that immediately pop into a lot of fragrance people's heads because it's just been out there for a long time. And I mean, they've been in the blue game, and they've created light blue to be versatility, to be mass appealing, mass pleasing, gain a lot of compliments. And Light Blue Intense just takes it another level because projection is better, longevity is better with the Intense, and this is the one I would recommend. It's not discontinued. You're still able to buy it at the department store at the discounters. I love the scent. Very safe for office use. And the reason why Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense smells so good is because of the notes. You have like grapefruit, for example, seawater, ambroxan, musk. I mean, the list once again goes on, and it's such a great fragrance to wear. And yes, once again, blind buy worthy, and I highly recommend Light Blue Intense, especially in the Dolce & Gabbana line. Okay, last on the list, I don't want to make this video too long. It's going to be Montblanc. And every time I think of Montblanc, I don't know about you guys, I think of their pens. I don't know, that's just me. Maybe I'm just weird like that. But Montblanc, they have so many great fragrances too. Top of my head, I'm thinking about Legend. Legend probably is one of their most popular fragrances that's ever been created by Montblanc. But to be frank, I didn't pick Legend as the one to be represented by Montblanc. I did pick Montblanc Explorer. And the reason why I picked this is I feel like this is a better fragrance. It projects better, longevity is better, and man, it smells so good. A lot of people will say this is a Creed Aventus clone, and honestly, it doesn't 100% smell like Creed Aventus, but I can see where they get those similarities because in the opening, you do smell that pineapple just like Creed Aventus. And what's so odd about that opening is you actually don't have any pineapple in the notes. Instead, you have bergamot, you have leather, vetiver, and patchouli. But man, like I said, it smells like Creed Aventus in a way. Doesn't 100% smell like Creed Aventus, but there's strong, striking similarities. And for a fraction of the price, to be frank, and I love Explorer. This is such a versatile fragrance. You can wear it any time of the day, any time of the season, any outfit. It just goes safe with everything. Very blind buy worthy, blind buy safe. You're going to get a lot of compliments. It's mass pleasing, mass appealing. I mean, it's one of Montblanc's masterpieces in my opinion. All right, gentlemen, what do you think? Leave in the comment section below. I read every single comment. It's all good and fun. I do appreciate the time you put out to interact with me. Whether you agree with me, disagree with me, it's all good. I love every single one of you guys equally. But once again, to my defense, I literally sat down for a couple hours and looked at the pros and cons for each fragrance that I picked for each designer, because I try to put myself in your shoes. I try to put myself like I have X amount of dollars. I'm walking into a store. Which one am I going to pick? It's going to be best for me. And once again, I listed out the mass appealing, mass pleasing, versatile, able to wear with any outfit, any time this season. Something that's going to give you the best bang for your buck. And that is the reason I picked the ones I picked today. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Hit that like button. Please subscribe. I need your help to grow this fragrance channel. And yeah, once again, leave a comment. I love every single one of you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.